Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Yulianti Putri from 3rd D, and in this video I want to show my analysis of translation text. So that I want to tell what method I used and what technique I used. Okay, the text I will show on the screen. So in this text, I divided into 5 paragraphs, include the title. So, the first paragraph. The man at his best with zebra panic. Let go of things that are unhelpful so that we can correct our mistakes and improve them, making them better and the best in our own way. So I have translated into pria pada versi terbaiknya bersama Zeebrugge Panik, tinggalkan hal-hal yang tidak bermanfaat agar kita dapat memperbaiki kesalahan dan meningkatkannya, membuatnya lebih baik dengan cara kita sendiri. So for the title, here I use free translation to provide flexibility, and this method also suitable for journalistic style without feeling stiff, so that's more enjoyable. And in this paragraph also I used transposition technique, which changes the sentence structure according to Indonesian grammar. That's in the sentence, making them better and the best in our own way. Translated into membuatnya menjadi lebih baik dengan cara kita sendiri, not membuatnya menjadi lebih baik dan yang terbaik dengan cara kita sendiri. Okay, we move to the next paragraph. Though Zeebrugge Panik is widely known as a hot and rising actor, famous from his numerous acting projects, behind the scene he is a man who chooses to be happy in a simple life as who he is. So translated into, meskipun Zeebrugge Panik dikenal luas sebagai aktor berbakat yang sedang naik daun dan dengan banyak proyek acting, di balik layar dia adalah seorang pria yang memilih kebahagiaan dalam hidup sederhana, menjadi dirinya sendiri. So here I use faithful translation method because this part is in important description of Zeebrugge that wants to show his character. So it is important to maintain the accuracy of the meaning in the source language so that the reader can understand his personal side clearly. So next paragraph. SQ. What comes to mind when you think of Esquire? Z. I definitely think of a magazine. I follow it for a long time and feel it's a magazine with a gentlemanly style, as well as its own unique fashion sense. It also carries a cultural vibes from each country's society. So translated into SQ, apa yang terlintas dalam pikiran Anda ketika memikirkan Esquire? Z. Saya pasti memikirkan sebuah majalah. Saya telah mengikutinya untuk waktu yang lama dan merasa ini adalah majalah dengan gaya pria sejati, serta memiliki selera mode yang unik. Majalah ini juga membawa nuansa budaya dari masyarakat setiap negara. So in this paragraph, here I'm using literal translation because this is a question and answer section that needs to translated word for word to maintain the authenticity of the Zeebrugge answer. This section also highlights these views on Esquire. So accuracy in this text is a top priority. And in this paragraph also, I used borrowing technique on the word Esquire because the word doesn't have a perfect equivalent in Indonesian, and it is also a brand name. So for the next paragraph, ask you what the word gentleman mean to you. See, it's a significant word for me. I feel it's not about perfection, but about being an inspiration or a good role model. Someone who isn't harmful society. A gentleman has a broad mind, is selfless, kind, warm, considerate, and helps others without expecting anything in return. So I've translated into, I ask you, apa arti kata gentleman bagi Anda? Z, kata ini sangat berarti bagi saya. Menjadi seorang gentleman bukan tentang kesempurnaan, tetapi tentang menjadi inspirasi atau panutan yang baik, seseorang yang tidak merugikan masyarakat. Seorang gentleman adalah orang yang berpikiran luas, tidak egois, baik hati, hangat, peduli, dan membantu tanpa mengharapkan imbalan apapun. So, here I choose free translation to convey this idea more naturally in Indonesian, so that the readers can capture the essence of this zoo without being too attached to the original English structure. And free translation is also used to make the message in this answer more natural and also make comfortable to read, because this part is more reflective and describe about personal opinions. So in this paragraph also I use borrowing technique on the word gentleman. The word gentleman is retained because widely known in international, so and also difficult to translate without losing the meaning of the word itself. Okay, we move to the last paragraph that asks you, what is the role of a gentleman in 2024? Z, I believe that everyone already understands the word gentleman as having a broad mind and being independent. And if we have to think about the role of a gentleman in this era, someone who stay informed about society in this era, always remain modern, adapting to the times. Translated into, ask you, apa peran seorang gentleman di tahun 2024? Saya percaya bahwa semua orang sudah memahami bahwa gentleman adalah seorang yang berpikiran luas dan mandiri. Jika kita harus memikirkan gentleman di era ini, dia adalah seseorang yang tetap mengikuti perkembangan masyarakat, selalu modern dan mampu beradaptasi dengan zaman. So, in this paragraph, I use faithful translation because this part conveys personality and those of interviewee without losing the original language style. Faithful translation preserve the original meaning and still pay attention to the structure of the target language. Maybe that's all from me. Sorry if there are any wrong method or technique. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.